If your land struggled to grow grass this summer during the drought, and you want a better chance next year, you need to plan now to change your soil so that it can hold more moisture for longer. There are farmers around the country making this happen, but it will not happen overnight. There are no quick fixes. If you want to change your soil for the long term, you need to change the way you see and manage your land. To do this, you need to begin by fixing the water cycle on your farm. And there are 4 parts to this. First, you need to get the water into your soil by protecting the soil surface from capping by rainfall with standing or trampled plants so that it stays porous. And when the rainfall does come, it hits plants first and infiltrates into your soil. Then you need to create the storage space for the water to exist underground by how you manage your plants in such a way that they grow deep roots to break up that soil and feed the soil biology, which will break it up further. Together they create a network of spaces and channels into which the water will flow. Then you need to hold the water in your soil for as long as possible. You do this by maximizing leaf surface area through the whole growing season to maximize photosynthesis, so that your plants have got a surplus of liquid sugar they can inject into the soil to feed the soil biology, so that that can multiply and build the long-term organic matter, which plays a huge part in holding water in your soil. At the same time, the protection at the surface reduces the amount of evaporation. Then you need to use that water. You need to maintain the deep roots you've grown by how you graze and rest your plants to avoid overgrazing so the roots don't shrink upwards. You want those roots down there at depth when the drought comes so they can drink up the water that you've stored. Now, obviously there's more to it than that. But you begin with the water cycle. At the same time, you'll repair the other 3 ecosystem processes. You repair the mineral cycle by feeding the soil biology, which will extract minerals up out of the earth into your plants and into your animals and into you, so that everything is healthier and stronger. And these minerals then are recycled back to the earth and underground via dung, urine, and the trampling of plants. You need to increase the flow of solar money, energy, from the sun by maximizing leaf surface area, the number of plants, the length of time they're growing, and the speed that they're growing throughout the whole growing season. And over time, you want to increase the diversity and number of plants and organisms above and below the soil surface. Because it is this diversity of organisms that will stabilize the ecosystem that you are managing on your farm through difficult conditions. Now, like I said, this will not happen overnight. There are no quick fixes. But there are farmers who are making this happen. If you want to change your soil and your land for the long term, you need to change the way you see and manage your land. If you want to know more about how this happens and how you can make it happen, call, text, or WhatsApp that number.